the first thing that comes up when you type in like D&D ambient travel music. So I'm sure this is what it was designed for.
Yeah, my grandma chastised me for not fully copywriting any of my music. Because I didn't care.
Oh, hurry up, man. Boss is coming in.
What's that?
Almost got it.
Taylor
Hey
Swift has
guys,
something
finished testing that
copyrighted.
game yet? I've got another one I need designed.
And it's
Music,
so
we just finished level
ridiculous.
3 and need to tighten up the graphics
It like
a little
might
bit.
as well be.
Great.
I think it's the
Verb
term.
react.
Um,
Yeah, it's the term react.
Hey guys, can we tighten up the graphics on level 3?
what the, shut the fuck up.
I forgot. Sorry. Someone said something that reminded me of this, and I had to.
Hey,
Where are you
I
at
can't
today?
believe we got jobs doing this. I know. And my mom said I would never get anywhere with these games.
Nice.
I was,
Go, Jack.
Shake it. She
I was
copyrighted
in
like
Texas before.
shake it off.
Can I be? Is my screen thing? Is my camera being recorded, James?
Yeah.
Okay, so I should not do the
You shouldn't do the what?
the scene of the JFK shooting. Is that not?
That's really funny. I don't care. What, is it too soon? Go for it. I don't care. JFK. I think he supported Medicare for all, so that's kind of base, but whatever. He probably wasn't going to do it.
Your bit is a different background every day, every time.
A different
my
horrific American
friend's
tragedy.
I have my friends like Google Maps house view. My background.
You're just going to dox people. That's so funny.
All right, gang. We ready to get started?
Ahoy.
I've never been more ready in my whole life.
All right. Where did we leave off? Who wants to tell the story?
It's been 2 weeks. Someone else has got the reins.
I think, okay, so we met in Venecio's room. Kane fell asleep during that, and we got in an argument. While that was going on, Asgudin went to the dock to kind of, not meet with, what's the word, like convene with a potential patron? Is that wording it correctly? And then...
Alfredin was dreaming.
Oh, okay. That's right, okay.
He was oversleeping, and he saw himself at the dock of his childhood, next to his warlock patron.
Word. Okay. So then the combat routine started against a potential rival party, which was pretty funny.
B-team.
The B team.
There were 7 of them.
There were 7 of them, and we did that, and didn't we end after the combat?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay,
You
alright.
you stopped the combat. Everyone left, and then the teacher was like, "Hey, here are these forms. Fill them out if you're willing. If you want to go on this work study to go and find the whole missing persons thing from Venecio's friend Crinkle Crinks."
That's right, yeah, okay.
They were like, "Fill this out, bring it back to us, talk to the principal, and then you're all set." And then we ended there.
Okay.
So, AV Club, you are in your brandly new furnished room. Everybody has their own little space where they're able to do things. It is 2 hours after we ended the last session. You've all been filling out paperwork for your work study. And in the meantime, you're all just about finishing up. Riley, you've been done for like an hour.
Okay,
You've just been
awesome.
watching them like fiddle with pencils. Every time they like move one, you rearrange it back into its proper spot.
I'm doing Venecio's.
Yeah, Benicio just hasn't touched it. Kindling has the worst chicken scratch handwriting, and his paper has burn marks all over it.
Jesus Christ.
He's like, "Oh, I burnt it again." Does anybody have another pencil? This one's been singed.
I'm gonna like
Perhaps
slowly shove my pencils back out of his sight.
Shouldn't there be a few in the supply cabinet?
Yeah.
So this wait, you said it's fully furnished?
Yeah. Everything that
shit.
you guys ordered is here now.
So we have the pit?
You've got the pit.
Yes!
Capital P.
Yeah. What did we call it? What was the
The multi-use pit.
Multi-use pit.
The mop.
The mup. The mup is functional.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Is there an art station on the map?
Well, I'm sure there is. The mup has many functions.
The mop is multifunctional.
Of course.
Multi-use.
Multi-use.
It's a
Sorry.
mup, not a muff.
It'd be weird if it drew the line at art, you know. I think it's a fire pit as well, which is, you know.
That's for me.
Fire pit is a conversation pit. It is a
Conversation
fighting pit. All your pit needs.
Good morning.
Glad you could join us, Kane.
I
Oh,
think I drooled on my form.
Great.
Has he finished the form at all? Can I see his
have
form
you
from here?
finished the form at all? Yeah, you can see the form from there. If you want to like try and sneak, like make sure that you're not like showing that you're like, you know, then you can roll a stealth check for me or a sleight of, no, just a stealth check to like peek over. You know,
What if I'm not stealthy?
roll me a perception check and then a stealth check.
Okay.
How long is this form?
It's about 2 pages long. There's like an essay in the back. The first part is like emergency medical for the first half, and then the second half is like why, you know, like you have to write a whole essay on like why you want to do this. And for most of you, that reason is, you know, combat experience and adventuring experience, to which you think the school will take as good. Like, if anybody has any specific thing that they want to like put down as their reason for doing this on the form, I know that Benicio probably has a more specific reason, being that the quest was handed to him from his manager.
I'd put down research and documentation.
All right, so Riley, you do not you like try and peek, and you're pretty good at making sure that Kane doesn't see that you're about to like look at his paper, but you don't really see much because Kane's got these huge paws and they're like on half the paper.
Can Kane read?
I think so, yeah. Kane can
How
read.
little do you think of him?
I don't know. He's asleep a lot, you know.
For the record, everyone gained the benefits of a long rest from the cleric who was running the combat practice. So everybody can go ahead and hit that long rest button on your character sheet.
Boogity.
Beautiful.
So I think once we finish this, the next step is to go and talk to the headmaster.
Okay.
Get everything straightened out.
We don't need to get this notarized or anything, or?
Well, you can do that. You're a notary, right?
Yeah, I just wanted someone to say it. They'll pull out a very shiny notary stamp.
Oh my god. Just carry that with you.
A notary is always ready.
I guess I can't say that it's not convenient.
All right, so Kane, why don't you go ahead and roll me like did you fill out anything?
He would have filled it out very, very half-assed. Completed, yes.
Yeah.
But effort is definitely lacking in several areas.
Emergency
it's
contact,
done.
Mom.
It's in like entirely like colorful markers, just like big writing in different color every letter.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of effort.
It's fun. You roll me a performance check. All right, all right.
13.
So you feel very confident that this is filled out like in the manner like to its extent. Like you don't need any more information. Um, you're pretty satisfied with the work.
Awesome.
So Kane gets up and like slams his paper down on your desk, Riley.
I was going to say, I'm going to collect everyone's papers.
Yeah. So everybody hands in their papers to Riley. Does anybody have anything specific they want to do before we go and speak to the headmaster? Anything you want to do in the
all
pit?
set.
Any loose ends to tie up?
Do you make copies in this world? Is there a copy machine?
There's not a copy machine. It's more of a magical like transmute sort of deal where you transmute the ink into the paper itself.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, all right, word.
Do you want to try and make some copies?
I don't have that ability.
You do not, but this is a school full of people, and if you want to seek it out, then you can seek it out.
We'll seek it out a different time. Yeah.
Okay. So you go down the hallway. You walk out of the room. About 500 feet down the hallway, there's a big like proscenium area sort of ordeal, like where there would be a stage. This is where sometimes there are morning announcements, sometimes there are events that are taking place, sort of a half auditorium, half cafeteria sort of mess hall area. You begin to walk then past this area, past a bunch of other students who are sort of who have heard of the AV Club by now. They're looking around and they see you walking by, and one of them is like their eyes, or the not as stealthier ones, sort of track you with their eyes as you pass through the rotunda area. You begin to make your way to another hallway. This one is fancier. There's little staff offices like sign as you reach it. And even further down in the back, way back of this hallway, is this. It gets visibly, like noticeably colder as you reach this part of the school. Inside this office is sort of like, I'll say, run down.
Okay.
It doesn't look like it's been upgraded as the offices that are further back, or further back, like down the way you came, were. But this one, it says headmaster on it. Headmaster, let me pull up the document I need real quick. His name is... Teacher. Yeah, no. His name is Headmaster Veilstrom.
Mm-hmm.
So the Headmaster Veilstrom sign is on the door. It's sort of one of those like schoolhouse doors where like you got the tiny little window, but it's like barred, so you can't really see through it. There's maybe like a poster on the other side. And you hear some like papers being like from the other side of the door.
I'll reach up and knock.
You knock on the door and what is it? Who's there?
It's the AV Club. We have some paperwork to deliver.
Yes,
it's been notarized.
Yep. Oh, come on in, AV Club. Come on in. And you open the door to see a office that is cluttered entirely. Desks in every corner, all of them filled with paperwork. It looks like if he has a desk that's filled with paperwork he doesn't want to use, he just buys a new desk and then begins to work on that instead of cleaning it up. It is a mess in here. Paper on the floor. There's incense that's burning. It's like pungent too. It's not a smell that any of you are acquainted with, except for maybe Kane, who and Asgadin, who grew up in Portsgate. It's sort of a familiar smell to you guys as incense can be used, and very powerful incense can be used in Portsgate to mask the garbage smell. It smells as if there's something rotting in this room, and he's using the incense to cover it up. Oh, AV. Oh, he's like a half orc male. 5 o'clock shadow consistently on his body. You've never seen him without one, basically. He's kind of messy. He's like, oh, the AV Club. Welcome to my office. You have paperwork. I'm assuming it's about the work study I've heard so much about.
Yeah. Is there anything you need help with? And I'm like looking, like my eyes are all over the place as I say that. You know, like when your mom walks into your room and she's clearly like not happy about it.
I'm glad you asked, because I've actually got something that I think you specifically can help me with, Riley.
Okay.
Has on, I don't know if I'm comfortable saying this in front of the other students, but has Anzu mentioned anything about me lately? Nothing?
Nope. No.
She just hasn't been returning my letters. She hasn't stopped by the school. I'm afraid I really messed it up.
You know, I feel like if she mentioned something going on with you, it would have. You know, I'll have to ask, and I'm still like looking around.
Roll an insight check at disadvantage.
Fuck. Okay, alright, that's fine.
It's because you're so obviously enthralled with the clutter. Like it is.
How about that? How's that go?
Anybody else who wishes to roll an insight check may. Oh,
wait, I got 2 natural 20s. What the fuck?
You know what? I'll give it to you because I think those first 2 are the ones that count.
Oh wait, they might have duplicated though, but I don't know how to tell.
Well, the first 2 rolled would be the first 2. Rolled,
okay, all right.
Dang.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah,
Holy
2 natural
shit.
20. You know that you can tell that there's something going on between Anzu and Professor Veilstrom, but you've never heard of it from Anzu. This is the first time you're hearing about it, and he looks like he's had a rough go with it.
How? Okay, this is the first time I've heard. Okay. But how long do you think it would, just from garnering, like, I guess I'll do like a perception, that his office has been such a shit show?
You can actually foretell that with the insight check. His office has been like this for years.
Okay.
He is not the cleanliest of people. He's got magic scrolls laying about that it looks like he intended to do something with that he hasn't thought about in years. His mind is quite often going from one thing to the next, so cleanliness is not on his radar.
I'm going to take my hand, and I'm going to slowly reach behind me and grab Feldspar and push him forward in front of me. And as I do that, I'm going to start subtly picking things up and like organizing them.
All right, he's just gonna leave you to that and address the rest of the group.
Okay.
All right. oh, geez, thank you, Riley, for doing that. You know, when you get back from this work study program, come see me. I might have some work you can actually help me with.
Oh my god, thank you.
Meanwhile, on your way to do the thing tonight, well, we've bought you air tickets for your work study. We've bought you airship tickets. You're going on a small cargo ship tonight. We've bought the tickets for you. It'll go straight to Orso, and then you could move from there to Swant. But I do need to ask a favor of you. The tickets are of no charge. It's just, will you talk to Anzu for me? See what's wrong.
Yeah. You know, I think that's overdue in general. So I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. So I've got some things to discuss. About the work studies as well. Here, let me see the paperwork.
Just gonna.
He takes it and he throws it like onto another desk.
Zach,
And he's
fucking
like,
rip my hair
he's
out.
like, first things first, Kindling cannot go.
What?
His grades are too bad. He's spending too much time with that team. And Kindling's like, what? What do you mean? And he's like, well, you're the first person to ever suggest going on a work study that has a 2.0 grade average. So we're gonna need to keep you back for a while. But in the meantime, we've brought in a replacement.
What?
We know that you guys work best with your numbers, and we don't want to mess that up. So we've got somebody who this work study is a little bit more personal to move along with you. Virtue, will you come in? And behind you opens up the door. There's like a tiefling woman, horns stretching all the way back, raggedy clothes. You remember her from the fight you had.
Well,
what? All right. Who? I guess I'm coming on this trip with you guys. I've got something important I got to do.
I mean, I think we'll be fine. Just without kindling, we really don't need another person interfering with our party dynamics.
I'm with Feldspar on this one.
Guys, do you mind if I talk
don't
to you
know.
over here at the other side of the room real quick?
No, you can just say it here.
No, I'd rather say it over there.
All right.
And he pulls the two of you over, Feldspar
Ooh.
and Benicio. Everybody else is sort of left there to mingle with Virtue, who just stands there like, whatever. And he's like, listen, it's not really about if you need Virtue, but I think she really needs you, so I'd really appreciate it if you, showed her the ropes of adventuring. Maybe gave her a purpose to be here.
What do you
This
think,
is worth some
Feldy?
extra credit.
You'll get your credit. I promise. You guys.
And what about that
doing me a big
credit?
favor by Yes. All right, everybody. I've actually transferred 20% of each of your gold in account to regular gold that you may use in this adventure. So, 20% of everybody's school account has been transferred to real gold that you can use as you travel throughout the Orso coast. The rest of it is going to remain in your student account, and you can use that within the school. And you can buy any supplies you need before you leave, but if you are wanting to shop while you're in Orso, it's a good chance to do so.
Math time, baby. Hold on.
Is that right?
Divide by 10, multiply by 2. Easy.
And I have one final thing for the AV Club. You have to do a report on your findings.
Oh.
And this report can take form as one of your newscasts you do. I just need to be able to read or witness the accounts firsthand when you come back.
Copy.
So, without any questions here or your tickets to the ship tonight, you'll find it in the airship docks. It's called the Heavy Horde. It's a small cargo ship.
Heavy Horde.
Heavy Horde.
Nope, not that.
It's premium seats.
Don't Google that.
It's Captain. It's captained by a man named Ira Stringlow.
Irish Dingo. Got it.
Irish Dingo.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Anybody have any questions before you head off. You are, by the way, free to do whatever you want in your mission. You don't have to only do this one thing. It's just that in order to get credit for all your classes, you have to bring me back that report.
Wait, so if we get credit for all the classes, why can't Prince Kindling come?
It's because his grades are too bad, and we actually need him to
Yeah.
learn the material.
Yeah, we would not want anyone with bad grades coming on this trip. Would
And
be
you're
Right.
terrible.
Kane, you believe it or not, you do a lot better than Kindling because you try.
I
Yes.
think Kidling just burns pencils before he's able to write it.
Kindling's gonna say it's all right, everybody. I'll just have to catch up when I can.
I just hope this doesn't affect your volleyball prospects.
Well, it's better that I'm here to actually play in the volleyball games. If you guys are gone for so long, I'll lose my touch. I'll catch up eventually. If I get my grades up, I can go, right? And the professor's like, we'll see. But
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
probably. If you can get your grades up, you can meet them. See? I'll do fine.
Okay. Well, okay, so what's on the checklist? What do people need before we go?
When does the ship leave?
The ship leaves at 9 p.m. tonight.
What time is it?
It is about 5 p.m. You have 4 hours, essentially,
Okay.
until your ship leaves. It's scheduled to arrive in or so at 6:30 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Okay. Can I go do that tinkery thing I was talking about before?
All right, so
All right.
everybody, we're going back to the AV Club room. Anybody have anything else they want to do outside of the AV Club room, or do we want to just star wipe there?
We go to the.
Yeah, that's fine. Star Wipe.
Star wipe, wow, and we're there, and Virtue followed. Kindling's there. Kindling's very clearly like scribbling like really intensely on like some overdue work. You see like smoke coming up from like how Party's pressing the pencil down.
Oh boy.
And Virtue's there. She's sitting in like the worst chair in the room, just the absolute worst chair in the room. She's got her arms crossed. She's like, I don't want to be part of your stupid club anyways.
Good.
That is
Whoa.
quite
I mean-
fortuitous.
Yeah, I think that's something we all agree on here.
Anyways,
You'll
back
be
to
the
what I
worst
was doing.
edition.
All right, so you want to try and fasten, and let me get this straight. You want to try and fasten your grappling hook.
What I've got in mind is I've got my hand crossbow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've got this grappling hook.
You do indeed.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
just like imagining
Yeah.
it.
So you're what you're gonna
And I
want
would
to do.
I would like to incorporate some sort of like crank or winch system so I can like reel it back in too.
Okay, so do me a favor first of all, and you've got your crossbow. Roll me a straight intelligence check. Okay, cool. This is to take apart your hand crossbow and try and see how you might rebuild it. So you do so. You begin to take each part apart piece by piece, and you look at all the components, and you get sort of an idea. If you want, right now, this is not a mandatory check, but if you want right now, you can roll me a charisma performance, just to see what kind of idea, like creatively, you come up with. see if you can get any extra features in there. All right. I'll tell you but anyways, go ahead and roll me another straight intelligence check. Is there there's not a crafting skill? Yeah. Well, let's
Not
do a
really.
straight intelligence check.
You can do like the checks with the tools, I guess. It'll be a tool check.
You've got a tinker's tool,
Yeah, there's Tinker's tool.
and that's just intelligence with or is that dexterity?
Uh,
Roll me intelligence and add your
proficiency.
proficiency. Yeah.
Okay, so just add 3 to that, or do you want me to roll again?
No, that we can just add 3 to
Okay.
that. That's good. Yeah. So you begin to sort of piece the hand crossbow back together, and you find the firing mechanism, the thing that makes it go and shoot it. And you find that if you were to hook that up to the grappling hook, like try and get the grappling hook in there, you can probably fashion the rods on the outside to fit that. So you do. And now your only goal is to try and make it so that you can attach a rope to that and attach one end of the rope to the crossbow and the other end of the rope to the grappling hook. So roll me one more check.
Be 11.
11. So it's a prototype. You've crafted it. You think it'll work. It's a prototype. So go ahead and write down in your inventory prototype grappling hook launcher or whatever you want. But you can fire it. Like you can fire it and it will shoot. But the aim is going to be a little bad, so you do not get your proficiency when shooting with it.
Mhm.
And it's a dexterity check.
Okay.
And it may not hold entirely.
Perfect.
So when we get to the point at which you're using it, remind me that you're using
Yeah,
the
we'll go. That's we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Thing.
yeah. But you're confident that what you've created could function given enough tweaks. Or that
I'm satisfied.
All right, cool. Anything else anybody wants to take care of within the school or outside of the school before you set out to the airship yard in Arcadia?
Nothing.
Kane's gonna make sure that he grabs a good amount of anti-nausea medication.
All right. So there's a stop for that in the school. It's sort of like a market hallway where you can sort of go to buy adventuring gear, weapons, armor, and there's a little shop, a tiny little apothecary. Inside the apothecary is a gift, a giant hippo man, basically. He holds sort of tons of medicines and greenery, actual living vines sort of attached to his body. And he's got sort of I can't think of the word for it, but you see he's got a medicine bottle attached to the vines. He's got them all hooked onto there. And he's behind a little desk with some bars around, and he's like, "Hello, welcome to the apothecary inside of the School of Arcadia. Can I help you with something?"
Kane is just gonna stare at him for a few seconds and slowly slide the piece of paper across the table, which has a small little shopping list written down on it. He won't say anything and just stare at him afterwards and wait.
He picks up the shopping list. What does it have on it?
Probably about 5 bottles of the anti-nausea medication.
You need
And
5
that'll
bottles.
be it.
You need 5 bottles of the anti-nausea medication. Okay, I can do that. And he puts it down and he begins to pull a few things off the shelf. That'll be 5 gold. And he places them all down. Will you need a bag today?
No. No, I will not.
And he pulls his hand
And
out.
he'll mimic and place the gold piece by piece into his hand, and then scoop all of the bottles with one paw and just shove them into his side pouch and immediately exit.
Okay, so you know that those, when taken, can reduce the effects of nausea. I don't know if there's a Dungeons and Dragons term for like being dizzy.
There's definitely not.
There really should be.
Yeah, there should be like good confusion at least.
This tree is like poisoned.
Okay. Let's say that it negates all status effects due to being on like a ship or motion sickness.
Sounds good with me.
Anything else?
I'm all
Okay.
set.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, it is about, let's call it 7:30. You've got an hour and a half to make it to the ship. In the meantime, you find yourselves back where you first met each other, aside from Kane. Kindling's not there. Kindling's gonna, before you leave, say like, well, have fun on your trip, guys. I'll be there for some of it, I'm sure. I'll make it. I'll do whatever I can do.
As fast as you can.
In the meantime, I've sort of been telling Virtue all the things that I do to make sure that you guys are interned. So, if you need an intern, she could probably do it.
Don't sound too sure.
She's like, he's like, yeah. I mean, she didn't really seem like she wanted to listen to me, but I just kept going anyways. All right.
Saying, I doubt she can make nearly as good a cup of hot chocolate as you can.
I've got the skill to do it, you know? You give me some chocolate and some milk and I just, you know. Well, it's been a pleasure, and if I don't see ya, then well, I'll see ya. And then he walks away.
My friend.
And now it's just you guys, and you guys all turn around at the same time to like see Virtue standing there with her backpack on, and she's like dead glaring you guys. We gonna do this or what?
Don't we still have 90 minutes?
Well, yeah, but we gotta make our way to Arcadia.
Jeez.
Are you familiar with all your internally duties?
I mean, it can't be that hard, can it?
Oh, no, not really.
Got some big shoes to fill.
He really is big, isn't he? He's huge, tall.
Yeah,
At
he's
least
quite
size
literally
12.
large.
And but I mean, I'm not trying to replace your friend. I'm just trying to. And then she sort of like stares for a second. I'm not trying to replace your friend.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not like you sabotaged his grade point average to begin with. It's not a big deal.
And well, I didn't ask to come in the first place. I just have some things I've got to do over there.
Okay.
And such as
Professor Everglow knew, and well, I'm hunting the same guy you are. Whatever beast took that man that you're after took a mentor of mine. Let's just leave it at that.
Damn. I mean, that's a lot to leave it at, but I'm not gonna press into it.
You can roll an insight check if you'd like.
Yeah. Why not? Give me a second.
glean her backstory from her eyes.
Yeah, you could clearly tell that pressing is not a good idea.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it would push her away. So she begins to sort of walk out. She's much faster than you guys. In about 10 seconds, she's no longer in view.
All right.
So, AV Club, what would you like to do?
We got 90 minutes to kill.
90 whole minutes.
Fight in the pit?
Fight in the pit.
I'm fine with just waiting.
For 90
You've
minutes.
also, you can see, you're supposed to go see Anzu at some point.
Do I have
before you
time?
You do, but you don't have to. You were just asked to. Again, you don't have to. You could go and hang out in Arcadia and wait, or you could wait at the school.
Well, it's probably best to be there early, if anything.
Yeah.
We shouldn't leave. Wait too long.
All right.
I mean, worst case scenario, you could just stay at the school and like go see a volleyball match or something. Whatever you guys want to do. There's plenty of stuff that can be done.
I'll leave it up to Feldspar.
Honestly, yeah.
You say that out loud. You say,
Yeah.
Feldspar, you gotta decide.
Let's just go to Arcadia. Let's get out of the school. Being this in your kindling is making me sad.
Is that okay with everybody?
I don't know. Is it okay with Feldspar?
Yes, let's go.
Okay.
All right. So you guys set out to Arcadia. It takes about 30 minutes times about 8 p.m. You make it to the small little town of Arcadia. So you see there's the Tiny Tap Tavern that you originally found yourselves in. You know that there's the Reveling Tree way beyond in the pasture that was originally knocked down and repaired when you guys fought the Earth Elemental. You know that Anzu lives in the village. You know that she's got a tent on the outskirts nearby the pasture.
Yeah.
And the docks are at the top of a tower nearby the river or the strait that comes through the island and passes, connecting the two seas. In the distance, in the way distance, you can see a light in a tower outside on the docks. If you're close enough to the ocean, roll me a history check. For those of you who grew up in either Orso, Swant, or Arcadia. So that would be...
Roll you a what check?
History check. So that would be you, Vinicio, you, Riley.
Yes.
Yeah, that's 6. It, actually. Okay. Yeah. So you can tell that if you look out, and this is Vinicio's thing, that Vinicio can tell. Riley, you're clueless. You just see the light, but you can see the light out there at the ocean, and you know it's called the Eye of Aelios.
Eye of Aelios?
The Eye of Aelios.
Okay.
The light that shines and tries to guide ships from one end of the coastline to the other.
Gotcha.
Sort of a lighthouse ordeal, but magically charged and lying at the center of the strait that connects the two, the island to the thing. You've never really seen it before, that burning this bright. It's sort of foggy out, and burning this bright, it sort of looks pretty. It's beautiful, kind of a sight to behold. And as Saint Vinicio notices it, it catches your guys' eye as well.
It's beautiful, isn't
Many
it?
photographs.
Yeah, you take a good amount of photographs. This is your first picture of the journey.
I snake my way into his shots, just like going like.
I allow him to do so.
So, being that this is the first start to your journey, do you guys want to do a little bit of a AV Club filming sequence here?
Yes. Yeah. We're going to.
Okay.
We want to set up a shot.
I just like wrap my shirt just because
Oh,
I
boy.
assume I'm gonna get in front of the camera.
I'm gonna activate my turret so it brings out its little legs and like maneuver it around.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Get a good angle.
it sort of looks at you.
Now keep it level. All right.
Now, I'm completely aware, but if Riley, you wanted to give me a quick overview of what we're going for, just can we have like a cue cards or something
Okay.
to read off so I can more play it than think, you know?
Are we going live or is this a recording? I assume this is a recording
I think
for a
we're
later
recording.
Okay.
It's a recording for a later patch, for a later stitch. Asgadin, roll me a perception check.
Can do. If I can, yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, big modifier on there.
So you sort of notice that right next to you is standing a sort of like upset as she usually is Virtue. She's got a glass of water. She's literally just like got it right there. She like puts it out to you, and she's like, Kindling said that you might want this, so I'll have it ready.
Lovely, thank you. I'll
And then
reach out and grab it.
you take it, and by the moment you take it, she's gone. She's not there anymore.
What?
Good. Okay. Gonna have to keep an eye on her.
So you go ahead and take a sip of the water. Your throat gets all cleared up. Camera centered on you. All right. Saint V's got the music ready. Boop, 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 boop. So go ahead and roll me a performance check, Saint Vinicio, for background music.
Hell yeah. Respectable.
Plus 10 coming in clutch.
Oh my god,
All right.
holy shit.
Nice. That's good. Background music begins to play. It's pretty good. Kane, go ahead and roll me a wisdom check for our weather report.
Do you want a save or just normal check?
Just a check. Do wisdom and perception if you want.
Survival is typically a weather thing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you're right. Do survival. You're probably better at that anyways.
I have a +2 in either, so.
Oh, okay, so it's a
makes no
19.
difference. Yeah.
All right, so you can tell that it's foggy. It might get a little bit on the lens. You can tell that it might be a little bit harder to see the things in the background, but you know that for a fact you can see that burning light behind you of the Eye of Aelios.
Sick.
And finally, let's get a performance check from our friend Asgadin.
No problem. There we go. Oh.
All right. What do you say?
We're here this more after day. You can see clearly behind me. There's the tower, and we're getting ready to set off on one of our second or third. Here's the Kane with the weather.
Kane, roll me a performance check.
Gotcha. I got a 12.
All right, what do you say?
And Kane's just gonna kind of lock up and stare at the camera for a few moments.
It's gonna drift off, slowly just gonna give some background images. Give him a second to recompose.
Nice. Do you
Soon
want to
as it
roll a
comes-
performance check? Or do you want to help them on their next one?
I'll help.
Okay. So, Kane, re-roll another performance check, this time with advantage because of the excellent Canmore work by our friend Feldspar.
Okay.
7.
Okay. All right. That's a 12, right? Oh, no, that was another roll.
Yeah.
Well, roll with advantage.
He just stays frozen, just staring, just 1,000-mile stare.
All right.
He was just like strumming away, just like.
And after a certain amount of time goes by, the camera cuts, and Riley, you're free to address the group as.
All right, just some notes.
We just
Just some notes. Benicio, sound pretty tight. That's pretty good. Feldspar, like where your head's at. Everyone else, what the fuck?
Would you like to
I was waiting
elaborate?
for those cue cards. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all getting edited. It's just, I don't know, staring at the camera for, for 4 seconds while we're rolling feels like an eternity. And you stared for much longer than 4 seconds. And you just stood there. You just kept staring at it.
I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Well, if you said anything, if you told me anything, you'd still be talking more than you did to the camera.
We could still like play it off as like some audio difficulty.
Okay, no.
It'll be okay. We can fix it.
It'll be edited.
No. We can reshoot it. We can reshoot it. I've got an idea.
Okay. Can we reshoot it, Feldspar?
I suppose I'll just take a roll of film and toss it off the side of the ocean.
And clonk on the docks. You see as it kind of lands at the feet of Virtue.
Don't touch that. It's copyright.
She picks it up. She's just holding onto it.
All right. Let's do this before we lose the shot.
He will just kind of stand there patiently for a moment and stare forward at the camera, take a deep breath.
The upcoming weather.
He's gonna raise his hands and slam them together and cast fog cloud, and have it just immediately just spill out all over and completely block the camera. Probably consume Feldspar in it as well. Just a thick mass of fog.
That's hilarious. I don't need you to roll a performance check because that happens no matter what.
Yeah.
And in a second, everything around the camera, around you, Feldspar, is obscured. Nobody on this dock.
The moisture off the lens, like no.
Nobody on this dock right now, except for Virtue, can see. She's just standing on the outside. She sees, and she's like. In the meantime, you guys are all in there, just kind of like looking around. Everybody that was once around you disappeared. Benicio and Riley, you were right next to each other. Even now, you can't even like. Where did everybody go? I need Kane and Ascadin to roll me a wisdom save.
Yeah, dude.
21.
All right. Okay, so both of you are fine. You managed to like hold your ground. You for a second were like, maybe I should walk this way, and then you were like, ah, the water's there. You probably shouldn't go that way. And so you turn yourselves around, and everybody makes their way outside of the fog cloud. But you look back at that footage, Feldspar, and it's good.
It's good.
It's like
Ooh.
it says we've got coming weather, and then all of a sudden, so obscure that you can't see it. It would make a good transition when it comes to your next broadcast.
Neat. Also, King's voice probably pretty iconic for this sort of thing, so that's good.
Yeah. Well, it'll get some credit around the college. Kane's voice is pretty popular. All right. So, what do you guys want to do?
Okay.
How much time do we have left?
About 30 minutes. You can begin to start making your way toward the ship, or you can go and see Anzu. Either way, you have enough time to do both.
I think being early is probably better. I think Riley's stressed out about the Anzu thing and wants to put it off.
That's fair.
Unless you think she shouldn't?
I don't think anything. She does.
Okay, alright, okay, cool.
So you guys make your way up to the airship docks, a tower that a few of you have been in before. Actually, multiple have. Everybody has, because we once traveled to Orso to get to Kindness. Although we don't remember it too much. I don't know why we don't remember. We just skipped the travel, but you guys walk up onto the top of the docks and you see it there. Probably the smallest ship in the shipyard. An airship that looks, and it's cut up into sort of, it looks like a crew of maybe 6 or 7 runs this ship. The Heavy Horde. It's got scrapes along it. It's sort of like dirty. It's grimy. It's got 2 large cylindrical like valves at the back of it that look like they begin to shoot out some sort of arcane energy when the ship is moving.
Glancing over the airship, using my artificery hoo-ha, how like sturdy does this look? Does this look like it's a bucket of bolts, or is it just like it
Go
needs a
ahead
lot?
and roll me a I don't know, like general knowledge check, I guess.
It's intelligence?
Arcana. Roll me an Arcana check. That fits.
Oh, hell yeah.
With advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah, no, you know for a fact that it'll function. It'll move. It's not gonna like break beneath your feet, but it doesn't look like it can handle too much combat. Like if there were to be combat.
Right.
There probably wouldn't be. It's a cargo ship, but it's a foggy night. And who knows?
It's gonna be like casting mending as I go around,
Yeah.
mending all the little dinks and
You
nicks.
see like some like scrapes in the hole that and
there's a
closed
nail
up.
sticking out. I'll
There's a
get
nail.
back in.
Bing! And you guys see is like as sort of a Furbolg who's like leaning on the side of the ship at the top deck over where the wheel is, sort of sees you doing this. He's like, "Hey, oh, what are you doing to my ship?"
Just earning my keep.
Your keep. You must be the people from the AP club?
That's us.
Oh,
The club.
he's
The
got
Ab Club.
he's got green hair, sort of all pulled back into like a messy man bun up above. He's smoking a cigar. It is huge. He's got like pirate's clothes on. It's like green and purple all around, and he's got a large golden chain that lines from his pocket all the way up to what looks to be sort of like a monocle that he's got around his eye.
Hello, Captain. Nice horror you got here.
Thank you, thank you. Please make yourself at home. I've got 6 other crewmen on this ship. It's Derek, Joby, Verasium.
Did you just make those names up?
No, those are real names. They're my crew. And Joby looks and just like, hey, did you think my name was fake?
Joby?
He's like a human
hush,
male.
Joby.
He's like a human male. He's got patchwork all along his clothes.
Meant nothing by it, Joby.
You
Pleasure
better.
to be here with you.
Thank you. How are you doing, AV Club? We're gonna set sail in 10 minutes. Do you have anything that you need from us before you begin? Before we begin?
No.
I don't think so.
All right, so we'll go ahead and batten down the hatches. We'll raise the anchor, as they say, and we'll begin our shipment to Orso. And so a bunch of the
Kane will take his medicine.
Okay. Kane, you sort of like it's like a green ball of what seems to be moss. It's not very tasty. It tastes sort of like earth, like true just dirt. It's dry and you might want some water to take it with. But after a few minutes, when you first got onto this boat, you were like already like you hadn't even moved yet, and you were like, I feel sick. And then about 2 minutes after you've taken this medicine, you feel fine.
Nice.
All right. So the ship's anchor, which looks to be sort of a pulley mechanism for like a weird like. If you were to see under the ship, it's like a magnet sort of ordeal, and it's glowing this blue arcane energy. It starts to be pulled up, and when it reaches the top of the ship, you stop hearing like this loud whirring that was going, and then it stops, and then all of a sudden the ship begins to drift a little forward, and you see as 2 men from the front of the ship begin, after raising the anchor, running back all the way to the final back of the ship, where they begin to sort of like waterbender-esque pull in and push out, onto these 2 gems that are based on the back of the ship. And when they begin to do this towards the gems begin to glow a bright blue, and the air behind the ship begins to be sucked in through the valves and out in a blue arcane energy outside those 2 cylinders you saw earlier. And the ship begins to move forward. At the wheel of the ship is the captain, Mr. Ira. And AV Club, what brings you to my ship tonight?
Transportation, sir, Captain.
Oh, I figured, but you're going to Oso for some reason, right?
I think so. What was it again, guys?
Are you the one?
It's a missing persons case, I believe.
Missing people?
We're not killing something for once?
Well, potentially. Depending on what's causing the people to go missing.
Yeah.
Sounds like you got yourselves into a lot.
Yes, to answer your question, violence is the reason we're going.
Yeah, violence isn't the answer. Violence is the question. Yes is the answer.
Well, AV Club, it's dark in the night tonight. I don't know if you saw the eye, but it's brighter than ever. You can see the fog.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, the eye.
Yeah.
How did you see that footage?
The what?
And he's gonna look at Feldspar for a second, really confused.
Nothing.
I mean the
Sorry.
fog over the city of Orso. There's there's a storm brewing tonight.
Oh, should we be here? Is this safe?
This is safe. You're all right. But I need you to do me a favor.
Yeah.
I need you to watch out.
For what?
What?
I don't know.
Why are you saying this after
This was going to be passive.
It is going to be passive. There's fog out, and not all my scouts can keep an eye on the fog.
So I think you
they
need
can
to
barely
watch
see
out.
anything. We are, but I don't want
You and
any.
Joby need to be watching out.
Joby will watch out. Joby's one of my scouts, but this is a small crew, and I usually give duties to those who use our. Did you actually say that? Did you laugh at that? I usually give. And he's like holding the wheel. I usually give duties to those who are riding my ship, and tonight your duty is to keep an eye on the horizon. Just make sure that nothing bad is coming our way. If you see another ship, let me know. If you see a spill gull, you let me know immediately.
A what now?
What's a spill goal?
You don't know? Horrifying black sludge monsters that came from the depths of the abyss, haunting our shipyards.
Is that more common during the fog?
More common during the night.
Oh.
The fog just makes it harder to
set
spot.
sail at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm gonna start making my way over to the ship's edge and immediately keep a lookout.
We've never had a problem, but I would say just be careful.
How's Kane looking right now?
We have a tendency to draw.
There's apparently a large one that haunts these waters.
He's just kind of looking all around the ship at this point.
Okay, so those who are actually begin to get frustrated.
Just a tiny bit with the situation that he has to now worry about.
Yeah, wait, is he seasick or is there a phobia there?
He hates flying and he just doesn't like ships in general.
Flying sick, I guess, yeah.
But so seasickness, anything like that. If he's not in control of his motion, he's not the happiest about it. And that combined with the news of this, he just is kind of just staring around everywhere.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. So, you are... I need perception checks from everyone who wants to aid. I need perception checks.
Who wants to what?
Who wants to aid in keeping a lookout.
Oh.
Too short to see over the railing.
Oh my gosh. I got a 6.
Yeah. Damn.
I had a 21.
All right. Yeah, so you guys go through the first few hours of the night, and nothing really catches your eye. But you're free to mingle and chat with the others if you wish. Yeah, there's a very uneventful first half of the flight.
Okay.
You sort of begin to pass the point of you were beginning with no fog, and the fog was rolling out from Orso toward Arcadia. You begin to transgress the fog. You are actually inside of it now.
Is there music playing on the ship?
Below you. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, music playing if Benicio's playing it, but
I'm playing it. I'm playing it while on guard. My little
nice and stealthy like.
No, I'm not even trying to be quiet.
So you look down, and you do see the eye. It's right beneath you now, and it sort of is this giant tower, and on top of it, there's this flame that glows this bright red. Like most fire you've seen is sort of an orange yellow. This is seriously a bright red, and legend has it that actually I can't just give you the exposition, but the captain just like, they say the eye is powered by the believers in Aelios.
The believers.
The gods, the twin gods, Aestus and Aelios.
History check?
No, Captain.
Yeah, go ahead.
Or that'd
me
be religion, right?
Yeah, you can roll me a religion
Okay.
or a history, either or, because you could know about the tower, or you could know about the people who the religion.
Oh my gosh, my rolls are so bad.
Yeah.
Ever since the dual natural 20s on disadvantage, I've used all my karma.
Yeah, so you've never heard of what he's talking about, but he's like, long ago, the two brothers were the creators of this realm. And so we've dedicated ourselves a tower to guide our ships just the way that Aelios would like us to.
Gotcha.
The god of the sun. And then I need another set of perception checks.
Oh. Yeah.
We did it, baby. Natural 20.
You did it.
Oh,
16.
congratulations.
Good shit. Good shit.
All right. So, Riley and Kane and Askadin, you hear a dropping sound.
Look up.
At the center of the ship, something is dripping from the top of the balcony. Now, you don't see anything. You see fog up there. But in the crow's nest, there's something that's...
Hey, Captain, you got any men up there?
You can hear it. Men? No. Why?
Oh, well. I think we have ourselves a first guess.
Jobin, go up there and check out what it is. Aye, Captain.
I wouldn't send him alone.
And
Hang on.
well,
hang on,
well, are
hang
you
on.
coming with me then?
Oh.
Well,
I'd like to approach the. It's on the mast. Like
Yes,
on the
it's
top
on the
and
mast.
side.
Exactly.
How high up is that from us?
40 feet?
40 feet? Okay, about 20 feet above that, Kane is gonna begin to rub his hands together, and you're all gonna see a sort of soft glowing light begin to form in his hands before he sort of charges it into a ball in the center and blasts it into the sky, and about 20 feet above, he's gonna cast daylight.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. So, you see above you. Well, can you send that in the virtual tabletop? Send the spell?
Mm-hmm.
Cast it into the... Yeah. 60-foot radius sphere of light. Choose an object completely covering the affected object. A pink object. Expose area of darkness created. Okay, so it can see through non-magical, like, fog. Cool. You look up. And you see on the top of the mast a sort of like, I want to say, misshapen bird. It's about 10. It's about 5 feet by 5 feet. It's got this wicked wingspan that sort of like stretches one side longer than the other. Its bones don't even seem to be bones at all. It's more of like a wet glue that pressed itself together and now moves in a gelatinous form. It's dark, it's black, it looks like it's got objects within its wings, sort of tiny little eyeballs and bones of other creatures. It cracks its head, turns it all the way around, 360 degrees, spawns it down looking at you, and then begins to fly away when the light comes. You see the drip, a large drop of this black mud sort of falls onto the ship.
Gross.
Yeah, it doesn't smell great. If anybody wants to investigate it, they can.
Yeah, I'm gonna approach it cautiously.
It's
Trail behind
oily.
Feldspar.
It's oily.
About
It looks like
how
it's
much
now like
is
puddle.
it?
Probably I would say 16 ounces of it.
Oh, wow.
It's like on the ground. It's like kind of like a, and it's no longer moving. It's sort of settling. It's oily. It's pudding-like. It's sort of.
I'm gonna take
Is
some
that
pictures,
jet? Is that
then I'm
jet?
gonna scoop some up in a bottle.
Okay. Now, at this exact moment, Riley, with that natural 20 in perception, you begin to peek over the ship.
Okay.
You hear something beneath you. And you look down to see a much larger version of the bird that you had just seen up on the top of the mast. This one being 30 feet by 30 feet, its wingspan spreading the entirety of the ship. It sort of like begins to, and everybody now sees it. It's this large rock-like bird that is made of this black substance. It flies up, it puts its feet onto the ship, it goes, ah! And begins to like eye the scenario sort of thing. We are going to roll initiative.
I think it's only fair that Riley gets advantage on initiative. Right?
No.
God damn it.
That's because you see something that means you're not surprised.
That's true. Oh, shit.
Who needs it?
Yeah.
Anyone have a spare
Oh!
inspiration and want to cancel out my nat 1 for me?
Can we get our tokens, Ben?
Yes. Let me get them. Let me get those bad boys.
And make sure we get grabbies.
Grammys.
Oh shit. Hey,
Ben,
we're
did you
right
draw
next
this
to
boat
each other.
yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gnarly.
Where are our tokens? Where are our tokens? Where?
I miss our tokens.
Oh, I put them in the start. I remember. Oh, sorry, this might take a second.
Hey, you're okay. Hey, it's alright.
There they are. This guy's not here.
Ah! Kindling!
Oh no! And you need your guy.
Yes.
My Kamehameha.
Your Kamehameha.
Yes.
Does everybody have grabbies?
Yes.
Yes.
Was ever smart?
May I have my familiar? That is unless... So we decided last time that they didn't kill my familiar in battle because things didn't die. Unless you want to retcon that, in which case it's totally fine.
You have to do a ritual to spawn your familiar again, but yeah, totally.
Oh, okay. Okay, word.
But we can rule it that way.
No, that's okay. I'll just do it after the fight. It's no big deal.
Or you could have done it during our prep.
I think I would have,
Like in the whole-
but I would still feel bad. It's okay. I don't need it for the fight.
I'm gonna put it in. You get it because you could have done it.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Oh man, I don't know anything about this. I don't know where it is. Where is it?
Fell in love, girl. You girl.
First, I thought you were singing the White Stripes, and I was like, hell yeah, Christian listening to the White Stripes with,
Even
fell in
better,
love with a girl.
baby.
Yeah, no, dude, it's real
All I
fucking rock
wanted
music.
is an emo girl. I think he just put out a new track.
All right.
Hell yeah! Alright, I used my giant bird to go fly at their... Oh.
So this guy's here, sort of. You're on the side of the ship. This guy has begun to and it's attached itself to the side of this ship.
Okay.
The glob of yuck that fell before. That was scooping up.
All right, can you guys add turns to your initiative or like yeah, there. Oh, that's weird. I need to delete these guys.
Look at Christian doing it right.
Why are you surprised, motherfucker?
Not that I'm proud of you. No, I'm proud of you.
I'll shoot you in the face.
Are we just re-rolling initiative?
No, I'm only doing it to put myself in because it would
you can re-roll it.
That makes sense. Oh, I rolled worse, anyways.
Okay. And that's what we need. Let's go. Gonna rearrange these guys. Get us in the right order. And there we go. Alright. So, first turn first is Riley.
Yeah, dude, check this shit out. Mage Armor, Blade Song.
Alright, the usual suspects.
Yeah. So I do that. And then I'm gonna move 5. Do I take an opportunity attack if I go this way?
No, because he's sort of like on the side of the ship. He's anchored onto it.
Okay.
He's sort of like congealing and pulling himself like onto the ship, attaching himself by like stickiness rather than sheer force of claw.
Okay, I'm gonna hide over here behind these stairs. And can you give me control of the owl? Owlagami?
Can you give me control of the owl?
Can you give Brennan control of my owl?
Yeah.
No, you did. Hey.
Alright, perfect. Alright.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Okay. The Spillgull's turn. The big one, the really big one, is gonna like, and he's sort of grappling onto the ship. He's going to swing upward. He's gonna pull onto the ship. The captain, you can hear, yell, "Get up below deck! Let the AV club handle this." So all the guys sort of like flutter away, and the captain's not here. But the bird's gonna like. And then he's gonna begin to like sort of slash with his talons. The first one he's going to slash is Virtue of the Storm, and then he's gonna slash at Virtue of the Storm with his talons.
Let's see it.
Okay, so that's a crit. So that's going to be... wow. A lot. That's a lot.
How much is it then?
She's hanging on. That's what is it, like 28 points of damage?
Ooh.
28.
React like ooh.
28 points of slashing damage.
Hey.
So he rolled a natural 20 and has a plus 13, so it's a 33. he with his damage he rolled 14 and then another 14, so that's 28 points of slashing damage to our friend here. And then she's going to go ahead and swing down with her beak and try and snatch up Feldspar.
No!
So, Feldspar. That just I rolled. What does a 16 hit?
It meets, but shield.
Okay, so he sort of like begins to like snatch at you with his like wet and grimy beak. It begins to like, and you can feel as it sort of coalesces around you, and sort of like being encased in pudding, I would say. But your shield, you sort of like you're like, you cast shield, and then you sort of tumble out of and it pulls itself back, and then it begins to choke on something in the back of its throat and then it begins to spit up some more of this grimy black stuff that it seems to be made out of. So, okay, so from beneath the choking of this thing, she sort of spawns a large black pudding-like substance that is beneath this grate here that sort of pops up into four more of these smaller what just happened there?
What happened? I don't know.
The thing.
Yeah, I didn't see anything happen.
It was the initiative order I accidentally added, but there are four more birds now.
Great. Are these smaller than the other two that were, or are these two out here?
Yeah, they're smaller size than those two. Those two have grown a little bit. These ones are pretty much newborns. Okay. They do not get a turn since this is their turn, so they'll get one next turn. But these two begin to swoop in. This one's going to go ahead and take an attack at Asgadin. So, Asgadin does a 20 hit.
He may be AFK.
Let me look at his character sheet. Oh, okay.
And he went to like the restroom.
Okay, he's gonna take 14 slashing damage, and then another one is gonna go ahead and swoop down at Kane. It's gonna take another attack. Does a 28 hit?
Holy
No.
shit.
No.
Doesn't hit.
All right. Next turn. No,
How
I'm
much
kidding. You
damage
take
does it
23 slashing damage.
What?
Oh.
We're gonna go ahead and go to the next turn. Virtue of the Storm, who is going to do her thing, which is now just. She's gonna spend 2 key points and sort of punch the ground. She's gonna, and then beneath the shattered remains of this wooden ship that she just pretty much pummeled, she's going to summon up a sphere centered around her of lightning that sort of strikes down from the sky and then electrocutes everything within a 10-foot radius. So, these 4 birds right here are gonna make Constitution saving throws real quick, and I'm just gonna do one of them for each of them, for each of the types. So the big one succeeds, the small one they all succeed, so they're only gonna take half damage. I'm gonna roll it. They each take 5 damage. So these 4 actually, bop, 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 get, and then sort of like melts from the lightning. This one screams in pain as it begins to, and then it, like, you could hear its bones cracking inside it
Yeah.
as it begins to get electrocuted. Asgadin, Feldspar, it's your turn.
All right. Well, now that those guys are gone, much easier. So camera is, because we were just shooting. Is that already out, or should I toss it out?
Camera's already out. You're good.
Okay. Okay. So with its bonus action, or my bonus action, I'm gonna fire it at the big bird. It's in ballista mode. So it'll be 23 to hit,
That hits for sure.
and then 16 force damage. Man, what a hit. Okay. And then for my action, I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire right here, and it's a 20-foot cube, so it can hit both these bird guys. So I need them both to give me dexterity saves. Oops. Yeah, dexterity save.
What is the DC it needs to meet?
It has to be at a 16.
This one's got a 16. This one got a 22.
Okay.
Or
so
which? Yeah.
Okay. And that's it for me.
Benicio. Here we go.
All right. I think. First things first. Where's Riley's token on here?
It's under the owl. That's right.
Oh, I see. I was just blind for a second. Oh, I see. I shall lend Bardic Inspiration to yeah, I'm gonna give it to Asgadin.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm gonna lend it to him. Move over here. I'm gonna attempt to. Can I swing at the big bird?
Yeah, it's on the ground right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a big old swing at it with my rapier.
Roll it.
This one first.
Big 10?
And 10 misses.
Shoot.
Dang.
I'll end it there.
All right. Asgadin.
Ooh. How much did I get hit for?
14.
14. Cool. I've got this guy right here in front of me. You know, let's just give him a good old thunder wave right in his face, you know?
All right. It's sort of like it clawed at you, so you could feel like these bones that do not seem like it came from this animal, sort of like pressing into you and your armor. It's sort of like, and it's attempting to try and like suffocate you in the pudding right before you begin to react and do your. What did you say you were doing again?
Away from me as fast as possible. I'm gonna do a thunder wave.
Yeah. So you are like, and you clap. So go ahead and give me a
Yeah.
Give me a roll. Wait, is it a save or is it a roll?
It's just gotta make a con save.
Cool.
Oh, for max damage.
That is a natural one.
Ooh.
There is a max damage.
Hell yeah.
Partially max damage.
All right. So you do
I like the
22
music.
thunder damage. This guy, you thunder wave, and it gets pushed back, and it doesn't even like all the pieces of it splatter all across the sky. You no longer see a bird where there once was bird.
Okay. Cool. Ugh. God, there's a lot of things here. He's just gonna back up towards. Is that a harpoon gun?
That is a harpoon gun.
Can it turn 180?
We'll have to find out on your next turn.
All right, he's gonna get over there, and that'll be the rest of my
Yeah,
turn.
you begin to grab it, but your turn would have done.
Yeah.
Let's go to Kane. End of the initiative order.
Awesome. Kane is going to look at the ugly bird in front of him. He's gonna grip his spear, begin to culminate a strong amount of magic through it. I have a question for the DM.
Yeah.
Would you, I know you said it was foggy out, but would you by any means refer to these conditions as stormy?
It is definitely a little stormy now that Virtue is here.
Gotcha.
For sure.
At that point, Kane is going to raise his spear into the air and slam it down and cast Call Lightning.
Ooh! Okay. So you're gonna center that. Is that right here on you?
No, I'm gonna strike it down here.
On here.
Which I need a dexterity saving throw, or it takes 27 lightning.
All right. So you begin to push down your spear, and it sort of like you can hear the thunder a few seconds beforehand. The bird looks up. It sounds like it's choking on something. Dexterity saving throw is a 6.
Okay, I lied. It takes 36 lightning damage.
So it's going to take 30. It looks, and then a shocking thing begins to like it kind of toasts it alive. Right there in front of you is sort of like a brown, like it's no longer a puddle. I would say a brown cake, like actually like a hardened cake of what this bird used to be lying in front of you.
Nice. Yeah, and just for your sake, there is now a giant storm cloud that has a 60-foot radius and is 10 feet tall.
You see Virtue sort of like look over at you after pretty much having done the very same thing, and just like, you've got skills, I'll admit that.
Kane is just hard focused in at this point, looking towards the big bird, and he's going to position himself right there, and that will be his turn.
All right, Riley.
All right, Riley is going to move. Well, like, how good of a hit can I get where I'm at now?
How good of how?
Like, do I need to reposition? Since it's so big, it's hard to tell.
To like hit it?
Yeah, with a melee attack. Am I okay?
Where
here?
are you?
I'm under the owl.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you're good there.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna do a booming blade. Does a 21 hit?
It does.
Awesome. And then... Okay, so that's 8 damage, and then if it moves, it takes another d8. And for a bonus action, I'm going to do... nothing. Yeah, that's my turn. And then for my owl, is going to just fly over here. Does that provoke an opportunity attack? No, it's an owl. Okay, yeah, my owl flies over here. Remember, that's my turn.
All right. Spilgul turn. Spilgul's going to sort of, and he's going to reach his foot into the ground beneath the surface, and he grabs something from below deck, and then he gets up and he flies off. You see now that he heard from. He like looked and he heard the sounds of the crewmates beneath. He's got one of them in his talons right now. He sort of flies off the ship with him and lets him go. He begins to fall this one. Then he kind of does a little twist and comes back at you. So go ahead and roll that other d8 of damage because he did move.
Thank you. I already forgot. There we go. Oh wait, hold on. 2. I don't know if I add anything to it.
No, I don't think you do
I
because it's
don't.
a spell.
Yeah, 2 damage.
So he and then he flies back at you. He's going to go ahead and take one talon attack at Riley, and then a beak attack at Saint Benicio.
Shit.
As he flies over by.
Do I get
this
an
is him.
opportunity
He's
attack?
actually over you guys. No,
Damn.
because it was already like reach beforehand.
That's okay. I'll probably need my reaction here anyways.
Okay, so here is the attack for both of you. The Talons does a 14 hit.
Both of us
you
does not hit me.
It
Okay.
means for me, yeah.
Not you, Benicio.
Oh.
Benicio, to hit for you is 31.
Yeah, I think that hits. I'm pretty sure that hit.
Okay, so you're you're fine. You're fine, Riley, and Benicio. You're gonna take 24 piercing damage from the beak as it sort of coalesces around you.
I'm dead.
Are you really?
My max HP is 23.
No. Wait, total? Have you been rolling your HP at all for each level?
I have no idea.
Oh my god. Yeah, probably not.
Does just like the average, I think. But wait.
There's no way it's 23 then, because it's a D8 every, or so that would at least be 5 every level, and he's level 5, so 25 would be the minimum he could have.
At 28, even Sorcel's max.
Yeah.
Does he have negative con?
I don't know if does negative con take away hit points?
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah, he
god.
has minus 1 con.
I've never had
Oh.
negative con.
Yeah, so 28 and then minus 5. That is 23. Oh boy, squishy boy.
That's
Squishy
okay.
boy.
We'll get
All right,
off.
you are unconscious. So that's the end of the Spilgull's turn. It's Virtue's turn. Virtue's going to make a unarmed strike. It's gonna make 2 of them.
Big money, 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 big money. Big money.
That is good. Big money. And the second one. Big money.
Ooh.
So she's gonna spend a key point to add an extra 2d8 lightning damage to the first one. So sorry, I gotta like do macros when it comes to her.
All good. All G.
Okay, so 16 damage plus 6, so 22 damage, 6 of which being lightning to the big guy. And now she's going to go ahead and begin to run over here. And now it's Feldspar.
Okay. I want to grab Benicio, and I want to like drag him like over here towards the corner and give him a potion.
Yeah. If you want to do that, I will say I want you to make a Constitution check because he is in
Constitution?
sludge. He's sludged up. He's slopped up.
Bro, he's getting
All right.
slopped.
15?
Okay, yeah, you manage to you like not even a problem for you. You reach in there, when you begin to like sort of like, uh-oh, and then you're like, then you just manage to like breathe in, swallow it down. You pull Benicio out.
And
So-
I want to force feed him a potion.
So you guys are over here now,
Uh,
or like further.
as far as I can get him, I guess.
I would say you could probably get him to there. You could also be like right here too. So you guys are around the harpoon.
Oh boy, great rolls on that. So it's gonna be 5 HP to Benicio.
All right.
I have one more of those. And then my bonus action, my turret's gonna shoot. Ah. Great rolls there. Does a 14 hit?
It does not.
Wait.
All right. Benicio, you do not have to make a death saving throw. You are at 5 HP and conscious. Your friend, you wake up and you, after being like consumed by a horrible sludge monster, you wake up in the hands of your good friend Feldspar. You're on the ground and you feel a little bit better, but you've taken some damage.
Oh my God, Feldspar, thank you. I owe you my life.
You
Perhaps
sure
a
did
song
get in
later.
there! Kill the big bird!
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on my cell.
Okay.
Do I press this button?
Yeah, you do.
That's the one. Wow, 13.
Third
Massive.
level. Woo! That's a great
Third
healing
level.
word.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just... And then... That was my main action.
That's your bonus action, actually.
Is that my
Healing-
bonus action?
Yeah, it's your
Healing word specifically is a bonus action spell.
Oh shoot! Huge. Then I'm gonna run up and take another swing. Can I swing at it from over here?
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm gonna try this one more
It's
time.
huge, so you can pretty much hit it from anywhere around him.
Come on.
Yeah, that
Oh.
hits.
Oh, let's go.
Big,
Big
deep
hit.
squiggles.
Big.
Nice.
Let's go!
Take a big beefy chunk out of it. A big slimy,
Girthy hit.
just yeah.
You stab your rapier within it, and then you realize you sort of like pull it out, and you're like, this isn't like you can tell that it's not really like puncturing any like skin. It's more of just like you're stabbing into the sludge.
Okay. Is it affected by it?
It seems to be a little bit like
Probably is resistant.
you've managed to hurt it a little bit, but you didn't like loosen up. You were just loosening up parts. You weren't so much as like stabbing something vital.
Interesting. Okay. Did that end my turn?
Asgadin.
Cool. He's gonna try and flip this harpoon gun around. See if
You
he can
get
phase
on
it.
the one end,
Kind of
you-
weird.
When you realize that this was sort of an installment into the ship, it's not so much as something that came with it. So roll me a strength check.
Oh. Okay. Can do. Hey.
Hey,
Ooh.
yeah, you sort of like it gets in your head. You're like, what would kindling do? What would kindling do? And you feel yourself going like growling, like a deep in a dragonborn growl, and you pull it around, and now you've got this harpoon aimed at the monster.
Alright. Get ready to taste the poon.
Oh, canceled.
The harp.
All right, so roll me a dexterity check. I'll add whatever modifiers are actually added beyond that.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. There we go.
Okay, so that does miss. You sort of like, and you can feel it like pull off. you see like a wind lever so that you could pull the harpoon back.
Oh shit! Yeah.
But you have to spend next turn rewinding it.
I'll have to spend next turn rewinding it.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Someone else wants a crack at it, they can turn it all up. But this guy might be gone in a moment, so let's just see what happens. It'll be my turn.
Pain.
Is everyone still standing and conscious?
Yes.
Cool.
Everyone except that guy that the bird yeeted off.
Oh, he's dead. He's just dead. Okay, he's dead.
I was gonna try to save him, but then Benicio died, so... Priorities.
Kane is going to raise his spear up and begin to charge electricity through the blade and yank it downwards and call another strike of lightning from the cloud.
The crowd.
Crowd.
The cloud goes
the
wide.
Backside of the bird. I'll need another dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That is an 11.
That is still a fail. It takes 19 lightning
Yeah, 19.
Lightning from the top of the sky. Bam! It's a car. You see his head twist in like a very unhappy way toward you, and it sort of locks eye contact with you, and it's going to begin to make its way over to you next turn. But for now, that damage is good.
Ooh, since it's gonna make its way over to me, I am going to use my bonus action and wild shape into we'll say a brown bear.
All right. You sort of like, and you sort of turn into, you get on all fours, your body shapes into the physique of a brown bear, and you're now fully in your form, kind of like at the edge of the ship, looking over the railing at this Spillgall. Anything else?
Since it's coming to me, or looking like it's gonna make its way over me, I'm gonna actually travel down.
Yeah, I think that everybody in the party, or at least anybody who's looking at this bird, can see that it's about to begin its way over toward Kane.
I will, turn into the bear and begin to move down towards it, so people will be able to make their way over to it still. And
all right,
it will be my turn.
Riley.
Yeah, alright. I'm gonna do a big ol' Wither and Bloom on it, so that way it hits the big bird as well as Benicio. So it has to make a... Hold on. DC of 14. Con DC of 14.
Okay.
Or it takes 10 damage.
It got a 15.
Okay, so it takes 5 damage. And then
All
Benicio
right.
gets 2 hit die, which for Bard is D10?
8.
D8? So, okay, so he gets 2. So Christian Benicio gets 8 HP.
Topped up.
Nice.
And then for
You're
my
awesome.
bonus action, I'm going to wink. And then that is my turn.
You're gonna wank?
Wink! Wink!
The Spillgall now beginning to flap its beady wings. The drips begin to fall off of it. It's sort of, and then it realizes, oh, and then you hear something in its throat again. Okay. Did that do what I wanted it to do? That didn't do what I wanted it to do.
Weird.
There we go. So it sort of, and then it begins to throw out three more of its tiny little bird friends from its fun lungs. So one is spawning there.
It's fun lungs?
It's fun lungs. It is fun lungs. One's gonna spawn right there. And one is going to spawn right there. We'll say there. And then it's going to begin to make its way. Now, if you want, you can make an attack of opportunity.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh,
sorry.
cool. Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna do a. Wait, I have Warcaster. Cool. I've never actually gotten to use it, so I'm gonna do another boom. If I do booming blade on that, do they take the D8 for moving?
Like you can't do. Do you have work? You have Warcaster?
Yeah. Yep.
So you can do cantrips as.
Oh, actually, I don't know.
Because I think Warcaster means that you can do a spell cantrip for the reaction if you're going to take an attack of opportunity.
It says when a hostile creature's movement provokes an opportunity attack from you, you can use the reaction to cast a spell at that creature. So is cantrip not considered spell there?
No, I think it counts.
Okay.
Yeah, it just has to have a casting type and action and only target that creature.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do booming blade and 24. So it's gonna take.
That hits.
It's gonna take 13. Wow. Wait. No, it's gonna take 7 damage plus 1d8, which is 4 damage. So it's gonna take 14 damage. Or sorry, 11 damage. Oh my goodness, math.
You're fine. You're fine. All right. And then it's gonna swoop. Its large wingspan dodging and sort of like coming through the mast as it takes its talons out from beneath the claws that seem to be from other birds that it's consumed in its past, begin to like dig down and trying to grab you, Kane, as it's going to take 2 talon attacks at you.
Go for it.
So the first one is a 14, but it's a natural 1, so it doesn't hit. And the second one is a 23.
That hits.
That hits. So I need a so you're going to take 22 slashing damage. I need a
Strength saving?
yeah, strength saving throw.
That's a 22.
All right. Just barely succeeds. Just barely. But you're able to wiggle yourself out of the grab. It's going to fly past you. If you'd like to take an opportunity attack, you may.
I will do so. Okay. Claw it. That's a 25 to hit.
That hits.
9 slashing damage.
All right. Nice. Great hit. It's gonna fly past you and like scream down at Virtue. It's gonna try and bite at it with its beak. Bite at her with its beak. It's gonna fail another natural 1. It's gonna fly off to remain the remainder of its movement, and then it's going to end its turn with that. So Virtue is going to run alongside it and begin to attacking these guys. So let me just roll one with real quick.
My
All right.
call lightning drops.
Nice. It's dropped.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I failed concentration.
Yeah, gotcha. I totally forgot about concentration. Thank you for reminding me. This guy is sort of like punched by by Virtue, and she's gonna run to the center of the ship and begin to prepare for that. So that's the end of Virtue's turn. Feldspar.
All right. First things first, the camera's gonna like skitter down here, and then kerblast away. Now before baby. Does an 18 hit?
It does.
Hey, 18 damage.
Nice.
All right, and then Feldspar's gonna turn to Asganin on the harpoon. See, that is a wonderful idea, and he's gonna start cranking the thing back up and reeling it in for him.
All right. So that's gonna take the rest of your turn. If you'd like to do anything else with like a reaction or anything like that, I don't know what else you have.
Nope, that's everything.
Vinicio, your turn.
You're muted. You are muted.
Oops.
Been
Thank you.
muted
Thank
for a
you.
good while.
First things first. I will lend Bardic Inspiration to Riley.
Let's go.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do to lend the inspiration?
I'm going to whip out my loot like a sword. Like I'm gonna slowly just like whip it out, and then I'm just gonna strum away some fast chords.
Just hearing the first chord, Riley, you're like, ooh. you sort
the
of
pop punk chord progression really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also played an MGK type beat.
And you sort
Sorry,
of feel yourself getting hyped. Fighting game style.
And then for my action, am I so prepared? I think. I'm going to use unsettling words to deal with this little minion right here.
Okay. So go ahead. What is unsettling words? That's like a disadvantage thing?
It's a
They have to add that they take away that from their next saving throw, so it won't do any damage.
Oh, silly.
But what do you have left? A bonus action?
I present this.
I think
Names.
I use Bardic Inspiration. That's a bonus action.
Yeah.
So I have main action.
So you have your main action. You can swing at it with your sword. You could cast a spell.
Batter's up. I'm gonna fucking swing at it.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
Hasn't let me down. Oh,
That's a hit.
it is? Okay, thank God.
The smaller ones have a lower AC.
Nice. Thank God.
All right. You sort of and you stab your rapier in. It begins to, and then it sort of like slumps down. It melts back into the substance that it was.
God.
Nice.
That
Now look at
is-
there.
All right. That's the end of your turn. It's going to go down onto Asgadin.
Cool. Gonna send out. Do I have any beam things? And like, if I had like these two weird energy balls that I could just like shoot out for some reason. We're gonna use Mind Spike on it.
All right. I love that spell.
This looks
He's
so
just
good.
gonna tap deep into his mind, point out a finger, and the like green bluish energy will build up through his teapot and shoot out towards it.
All right. Yeah. It's sort of like, and then it begins to stretch out. It needs a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Bad at these. 12.
It fails. Cool.
All right. It fails.
Takes all that.
21 psychic damage.
Mm-hmm.
You sort of hear it shriek out in a pain you haven't heard it shriek out in before. And as it begins to like sort of begin, it looks like it's lost a lot of the sludge that it once had. It sort of shrinks down.
All right.
If,
getting
if
away from us
those
now.
of you are playing by 4E terms, it is bloodied.
Now it's bloodied? Okay.
Oh, cool.
Fuck. Alright. Alright.
Anything else you want to do, asking him?
Now that's the end of my turn.
All right, Kane.
Hello, is this
Oh.
one on the ground?
Yes. It's sort of on that post there, like sitting on it, eating perch.
Well, I, brown bear run up the stairs, and I attack it.
I'm just imagining the way a brown bear would want to run up the stairs.
17 and a 13.
They both hit.
That's a total of 27 slashing and piercing.
Yeah, you sort of begin to maul this thing. Yeah, there are bits and pieces flying all over the place. It's not a pleasant smell, but it's a pleasant feeling. And it is dead.
Nice. And, I think that'll be my turn. Yeah. That'll be
All right.
my turn.
Riley, top of the initiative order. Round 4.
So I think I've been thinking. I think I'm gonna do a chill touch cantrip. Actually, no. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna do mirror image at 2nd level. So that's a thing that is out. I have a couple more Rileys out there, and that is my action. And then as my bonus action, I don't think I can do anything. Yeah, I can't do anything. Okay, that's my turn. I know that's pretty uneven.
What mirror image? What do you do?
So I create 2 other fake Rileys, and whenever I get attacked, we roll a dice, and there's a chance it might hit them instead of me.
Okay.
That's my turn. That's it. Use my action. Well, actually, do I want to move? No, I'm gonna stay here. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna stay here.
The 3 of you stay there.
Yes.
All right, Spillgold turn. Spillgold is going to swoop on in. It's going to take 1 talent attack at Kane, 1 talent attack at Riley, and another talent attack at Riley too.
Wait, no, it doesn't work like that. It just takes 1 at me, and then we have to roll a d20, and if it rolls higher than a 6, then you hit 1 duplicate, and it destroys that one. So
Yeah.
So pretty much it can't target the other duplicates. We just roll to see if it accidentally hits them instead.
Like all 3 on one spot, technically, right?
Oh, I thought we were rolling to see if that one's the true you or not. Like it's gonna attack the one of you, but it doesn't know if that's. We don't know if that's the real you or if it isn't.
Oh, is that how that works?
Well, I would assume so because
I think whenever you cast this spell, you don't get actually like 3 people out there to move around. I think it's kind of like blur.
Yeah,
You know, it's like a
4
status
people
effect.
in one space.
Yeah.
Exact same.
Oh, appear in your space. Yeah, I see.
Oh, okay. All right. So,
Okay. So then he's going to take only 1 attack at you, and then the other one is going to go towards Benicio.
Word. Okay.
Okay, so this is the Talon for Kane. It's a 16.
That hits.
Strength save. No, sorry, dexterity's... Wait, is it strength to get out of a grapple? Or is it dexterity to get out of a grapple? Okay,
either way, I fail.
Okay, you are grappled, which means that he can't use its talons to attack Riley, so instead he's just going to pick you up, take you over here, use his beak to try and hit Benicio.
How much damage did he do, or was he just trying to grapple?
Oh, sorry, he was trying to grapple you, but he definitely did damage. He does 21 slashing damage, which...
I drop form. Does that affect
Like the grapple?
Yeah, because I changed size from large to medium.
I think that I'm gonna roll a dexterity save. If it's past a DC, then he catches it quick enough to close in the gap. If it doesn't, then I'll have you roll a dexterity save to try and break free for free. Roll me a dexterity save. All right, you're grappled. You're still grappled. But Vinicio, the beak attack is 14 to hit. Does that hit?
Yeah, mine is 14. If it meets, does that count?
Yeah.
Beats.
Yeah, then it hits.
Beats. Then you're gonna take 12 piercing damage.
Owie. Meanie.
Awesome. Yeah. End of Spilgul turn. You're grappled. He's gonna fly over here. He's got you kind of hanging over the ledge right now. End of Spilgul turn. Virtue's turn. Virtue's gonna run over here. She's gonna. She's gonna hold an action to try and grapple it if it comes back. Feldspar, your turn.
All right. I'm gonna run right up here to the edge, and then I'm gonna cast Levitate on Kane.
Okay.
Just to be safe.
Yeah, that's cool.
Camera's gonna skitter around here, line up a shot, and curve blast away.
Blasto.
If I get to the right page. Kerblasto. 15 hit.
Yes, it does.
Aha! 13 damage.
You guys are awesome because you keep giving me like the exact hit point value I need to do easy math.
Easy math.
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
That is my turn.
All right, your camera goes and then shoots like a big, and then it pummels into the thing. Goes, I'm gonna.
I forgot on these blasts. Technically, each one should be pushing it 5 feet, but
as it corner flies back and it screeches with a giant screech. Vinicio, it's your turn. Out of curiosity, how many hit points do you have?
I have 11 left.
Gotcha.
I think I'm going to. Am I able to cast a stinky cloud out there?
You are.
Is that?
You can.
I think that's a move. I kind of want to do that.
All right.
Come
I
up.
want to switch it up a little bit.
Can you post it into the chat so that I can read the full spell when
Is it cast on VTT or display?
Yeah.
VTT?
Cast on VTT.
Cast. Okay.
And go ahead and hit display as well.
Display.
Cool. Okay. I need to make that Constitution saving throw at the start of its turn. But yeah, you begin to strum on your instrument a little bit, and you're still playing. And you make one final chord that just kind of like fixes it. You know, like the dissonance between before you actually like resolve the chord. You sort of do that, and then. And then the fog just sort of turns into a slimy green stink that fills the air. You guys can no longer see the bird.
And then for my bonus action, I am going to cast Healing Word on myself again.
Okay.
That'll do it.
All right. Then that's going to go to Asgadin.
Shit. Fuck. Well, I think I still know its exact location, just personally, because of Mind Spike.
Yeah, you can try and... Well, yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did crank up that harpoon for you.
I was about to
Oh,
mention
you
that.
did.
The harpoon
Alright.
is cranked.
Then I'll definitely use that then. And with, can I use my Bardic Inspiration as well for that shot?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
Hell
You,
yeah.
you
Definitely
sort
do
of...
that.
You sort of like are like you sort of begin to second guess yourself. Should you be shooting this harpoon when you can't see what's there? But then you remember that Saint Benicio cast this spell, and Saint Benicio believes in you.
Oh yes.
Fellow bard inspiration.
Plus, is it a D6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big
Oh,
money.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
About
yeah. You release, and you feel the as you kind of like have in your grasp. You can pull it in if you wish. But that'll take your
Yeah.
next turn. But either way,
Immediately.
you've grappled it.
Yeah, as going into the next turn, immediately start just cranking it.
And you sort of are in like a stinking cloud of like gross fog, and all of a sudden you feel the sharp talons release, and you expect to be falling, but you remain still in the place that you were. Go ahead and roll me a... Can you choose who makes Constitution saves against the poison, or is it anybody that's in there?
I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
anybody.
anybody. Roll me a Constitution saving throw, Kane. All right. I think that fails. Yes, that fails. So you're going to start retching and reeling. You spend your turn doing that?
I think it's just your action.
Yeah.
You spend your
Yeah, you
action,
can still
but you
move.
can still move.
I'm grappled and in the air, so no, I cannot.
You have been levitated.
Well, he's still in the grapple though.
Yeah,
That's just in
I'm
case he
still
gets
grappled.
dropped.
You are dropped. When Asgadin shot the harpoon,
Oh,
he
okay,
dropped
yeah.
you.
God.
As long as you got something to pull off of, you can move.
Well, what's my levitate speed?
Here, let me put it. Put him.
20 feet.
No, I can make you rise or lower on my
20
team.
feet.
You can move by pushing or pulling against a fixed object. Yeah, I can just change the altitude by 20 feet. That's a
You
20.
could also pull on the rope that is now connected to the bird.
I will do
Bada
that.
boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. First things first, roll me a perception check to see if you notice the rope. Because you are in an heavily obscured area.
10. Just keep getting 10s.
You do. You have been rolling 10s a lot. I'll say this. You do notice the rope, but it's an extra turn's movement away from you. It's like 30 feet. So you can go up to grab it, but you'll have to like use your next turn to like actually do the pull out of the motion, you know?
Yeah.
Or you can try kicking off of the bird itself, which might endanger the grapple that Asgadin currently has. It's up to you.
I'll just stay where I'm at, I guess.
Okay.
I'll move closer to the bird. I assume I can hear it, so
Yeah. You do hear the bird, and it is no longer grabbing you. It's Riley's turn once that's over.
I'm going to do
Riley.
another third level Wither and Bloom centered on the bird and also hitting Kane. So that is
Okay.
a DC 14 con save.
$13.
Cool. It takes 7 damage.
All right.
And Kane gets 2 hit die.
Of my hit die?
Yeah.
Nice. Those are nasty, huge hit die. What was that? D10 for druid or D8 for
I
druid?
think it's D8, right?
8, yeah.
Oh, never mind. But it's better than wizard.
Oh yeah.
14.
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Nothing I can do. That's the end of my turn.
Spillgall is going to roll a save. It succeeds, so it does not spend its turn retching and reeling.
Fucking
Instead,
shit.
it begins to fly this way, and it sort of and then spits out a giant glob, a mass of black pudding energy toward
Black pudding
Virtue
energy.
and Vinicio and Riley, all of which need to make a dexterity save.
Can you attack it?
Yeah? No. You can't see it.
Oh,
Well, yeah,
that'd be
you
the
were
save.
trying to see it. You were trying to see it. Yes, you can. Yes.
Or it'd be the
Is he
same
still?
thing.
Oh no, because he's just kind of floating midair.
11.
Can I use my
That
inspiration after I know if it saves or fails?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah. Yeah, I think it works in that manner.
Cool.
um the let me see what his DC is real quick. I didn't see what it. Okay. Vinicio succeeds. Riley fails.
Okay, I use inspiration.
Roll it.
So I have a 21.
That's a fail from Virtue, and the 21 is a success.
Cool.
So you're good. You're going to take half damage.
Well, thank God.
Divided by 2, you're going to take a 12. 12?
Gotcha.
12 poison damage. 12 poison damage to you, Vinicio, and Virtue is knocked out.
Oof.
No, wait, no, Virtue... Yeah, Virtue's knocked out. Unconscious. Which means that her turn is a death saving throw.
Oh God.
She fails. So that's one fail. We're gonna go ahead and bring ourselves to Feldspar. Feldspar!
God, I really want to use stuff on her though.
I'll get her up. Don't worry. I got her.
I only got one potion left. I don't want to.
No, I'll get him.
Alright, I'm gonna get over here. I'm gonna reach onto a bag I have hanging off the side of my hip that's just full of large nuts and bolts. I'm gonna grab one at random, kind of toss it in my hand a couple times, and then huck it and cast Catapult. I'm gonna upcast that at second level.
Nuts and bolts. That's really funny.
So he's giving you a dexterity save.
He's bad at these because he's so big. But he succeeds.
Ah.
As you roll a 19.
So that's a miss. But that's fine because the camera's gonna shoot him. Right? And that never misses.
That's very good. That hits. Oh my god.
15 damage.
It starts to like screech in pain. It is not looking healthy anymore.
Wait. That's my turn.
All right, Vinicio.
Hey, you boy. I like my in range if I wanted to use vicious mockery. Is this big squawking bird 60 feet? Or should I inch closer?
You can measure it. Being
Oh,
40 feet.
okay, you can do that. I'm gonna lash out some insults at it with vicious mockery. Stupid ass bird.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Oh, let's go.
Nice.
Stupid, worthless, stinky bird.
Grah?
Then
Grah?
I've already casted Healing Word at the 3rd level twice. Can I still cast it at a 2nd level?
Yeah.
Sweet. Then I'll just use that on myself. Oh, I guess I could have used it. No, that's okay. And now I'll end it there.
You hear Virtue groaning on the ground.
And Riley's got her.
It's now Asgadin's turn.
Awesome. Is the harpoon still connected?
It is.
Yeah, it's pulling that bird in all the way.
All right, give me a
Getting that
strength
within
check.
range, of course. As much as I can. Ugh.
All right, so it begins to it's trying to fly away until it gets to about like there when it hooks and then pulls it back. You don't pull it back any further than it already is, but it's no longer flying that way.
Okay. All right, I'll just
Give me a roll a d6.
no prob.
Okay. It's gonna go ahead and take 3 piercing damage as it sort of gets tugged on, and if you roll a 1 when you're trying to do this, and and I ask you for that, if you roll a 1, I'm gonna have it snap. It's not gonna at the moment, but you're pulling at it.
I got you.
Next turn. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
Nope, I'll just stay on the harpoon.
All right, but it can't fly any further. It's Kane's
Awesome.
turn. Kane, you are levitating. You no longer are near anything like solid. You could probably try and grab onto a wing or so of the ship.
Don't I have to make another save for the?
You do. You do. I forgot about that.
Fail.
You do. All right. So you spend your action retching, but you can move.
Am I aware of what direction I can move?
You could probably move toward the ship if you try and like grab onto a wing or something, but without like yelling toward Feldspar, you can't really do much.
I forgot Kane was out there when I cast.
I'll try and yell to Feldspar, but all that's gonna come out is
you guys, everybody hears that. Everybody hears that from the cloud, and you realize
got another hairball.
the bird's no longer in the
Kane is
cloud.
just unable to find his way out of this cloud as he's just
Oh wow, this is like the
having
worst thing that could happen to Kane.
Is he able to drop his and he's able to
stuck
drop the
floating
cloud?
midair and
It's
violently.
concentration. You can stop concentrating on it, right?
That'll
Being
be my turn.
suspended
That'll be
and
my
vomiting is the worst fear I've ever had. Poor Kane is
is
notoriously
actually, like,
scared of this
nightmare.
shit.
Yeah, and he's the one who
He took fucking Dramamine so he wouldn't get nauseous, and then he gets fucking levitated off the thing, and Christian makes him fucking vomit.
I totally forgot he was out there.
So cursed.
CIA levels of torture.
Yeah, it's a war
Keeping
crime.
the stink cloud up for no reason.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
Fun.
Riley, it's your turn.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna use my bonus action and healing word myself.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'll allow it.
Just let out a fuck. And that will be my turn.
All right.
Okay, action is gonna be a. I'll do my bonus action first. Actually, it's gonna be a healing word, and I get a free healing word. One free.
Nice.
So I'm gonna do that. In that, I forget what that is. Was that a D4 plus mod?
Everybody in this party has healing word except for Benicio. Oh, not Benicio. Asgadin.
I don't think I have it.
I thought you were casting it before. Or was that
Seven. Holy shit.
I get cure wounds. I
Okay.
have cure wounds. I'm not
ear wounds?
7 on virtue.
Virtue. All
And
right.
then I'm gonna do
Yes.
a. Where is it? Where is it? Where are you? Damn it! Oh, there it is.
Oh, the sludge. Oh god.
20 on bird,
Oh, that hits. Yeah.
and then
Why is everything rolling advantage for you tonight?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Are you, like,
6 damage.
right-clicking things to
No.
cast them, or?
No. I think. Well, it didn't used to do this, but I think
There's
it's
got to
'cause
be
I
like
have
an
two-
advantage mode or something you can toggle, right?
Yeah, there's like an always roll advantage button up at the top of the character sheet.
I think it's because I'm using. I have 2 instances open for stream, so I think it's doing it both. But
It's
I'll.
definitely that.
Okay, then yeah, it's that. I'll just use a different browser. But for now, that is 6 damage, and then what is it? Disadvantage on attack rolls until the end of its next turn. My next turn.
Awesome.
Oh, wait, no, that's only for undead. But it can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Bilgul turn. He's actually going to spend the entirety of his turn trying to fly off of the. Like he feels restrained with the harpoon in his back. He's trying to get out. So I'm gonna roll a strength check here, and I need a strength check back from you. Asgadin.
No problem.
And I will allow Feldspar. You're within range to pull 2. I'll allow you to use your reaction to also try and pull.
So cool. I'll do that, and I'll
need it.
I'll use a charge from my armor of magical strength, so I can add my intelligence mod to it too.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hog.
So that +4.
Let's go.
All right. Yeah, you guys maintain like an equal ground with like pulling back at it because it's a powerful beast. It begins to flash and thrash and try and like actually like fly apart, but you guys are giving just as much force back. It maintains the same spot. That's the end of its turn. Virtue is not healthy. She gets back up on her feet. She like begins to like get ready to punch this thing, and then as she's about to step forward, she like sort of like, oh, sorry, I'm not yet back to my full strength. And Feldspar, it's your turn.
Okay. Am I able to discern where Kane is in the stinky cloud?
You can try. So if you want to roll me
definitely
a...
hear me.
All right, I'll tell you. What I'm trying to do is I got this grappling gun I just made sitting on my hip. And
Yeah,
I really want to.
Yeah, okay, you know what? I want you to roll a perception check to see if you can pinpoint their location from the sound.
Nat 20.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yeah. So you want to roll me that dexterity check
All
for
right,
the grappling hook?
15.
You can also. I'll also allow you to say like, Kane, check this out, or something like that, like so that he's aware that you're shooting something toward him. You rolled a 15.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So you and then it functions. It flies out there, and Kane, roll me a dexterity save. No, not save. Just check. If you have if you're good at let's say sleight of hand, you can add that to it for like actually.
3. I got a 3.
Okay. Yeah. So you feel as you shoot it, and you're pretty sure that it's going to hit Kane, and then it sort of and then hooks to the side of the ship. Ding.
Ow! I'm just gonna drop the crossbow and go back to grabbing onto the rope.
I
Okay.
appreciate your attempt.
Right.
Benicio.
All right.
Oh wait. Can I make him float? Change the altitude 20 feet. Can I move him up out of the cloud?
Yeah, yes, you can. Yes,
Oh,
yes,
I can do that.
Oh.
Pull out of the cloud. So now, like an angel from the goddamn like heavens. You see bright white light from the sunbeam that was casted earlier, shining directly down onto the stinking cloud as Kane, like an angel, comes up through the cloud. he
Vomit and tears.
he does not look okay. You know when a dog has like that weird goopy stuff in their eyes? Like that's what it looks like. Is he's got like goopy stuff all over his mouth, and he's like, but from a weird angle, it's sort of like prolific. It's like rising from the ashes like a phoenix.
Praise
But praise be.
Shit.
Let's put that away for now. Yeah, because he's above it, so it won't even matter anymore. Benicio, it's your turn.
All right, let me just kill this thing real quick. Is this the only thing I have that's ranged as well? I think it's Vicious Mockery still. So I'm gonna go ahead and hurl some more insults at the worthless goddamn bird.
Vicious
Just for
Mockery's
fucking that.
nuts. Oh shit, that hits. Yeah,
Hell yeah!
yeah,
Yeah.
8 damage. What do you say? What do you say?
I call him a stupid, dumb, stinky asshole bird.
Benicio.
And
I
he's
try
sort of
spitting on him.
he's really he's just for the hell of it, give me a dexterity save check. Give me a dexterity a weapon attack as if it were. Yeah, you spit on it. It doesn't do any damage, but woo!
Use
And
distance on it.
you think for a second you hear like a little splash. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
No, I think that's well.
It's really trying to escape. It's really trying to get out of here. Asgadin, you've got it reeled. You've been reeling for a hot second now. Roll me another strength check.
No prob. Let's get this bad bird in. Ooh, okay.
Okay. Do you want to add on to it for a reaction, Feldspar?
Absolutely. Come on.
Yeah. Boom. You guys, and you start to pull it. It draws even closer. Right now, it's the edge of the ship, sort of flailing on its side. Smack! It hits the side of the ship. You hear like, as parts of it are sort of seeping off of it and taking the ship in a paint-like layer of black smudge. It is losing its size here, and when I say that, I literally mean it's getting smaller because the amount of stuff that's dripping off of it. Asgard, is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
If that was a man action, then nothing else.
Yeah, that was a main action.
Yeah,
Then we'll bring it to Kane.
what it
Kane,
is.
you manage to find yourself above the cloud. You are not feeling good, but on the bright side, you're no longer retching, and you see the ship. And also, you see a wing that is sort of like flying with the ship. You think that you can grab onto it and pull yourself into the ship.
I will do so.
All right.
And I'm gonna drag myself forward a tiny bit.
I'll count that as your movement. You can still take an action if you wish.
I would actually. I'd like
You
to
are
cast-
side by side with this thing. Like if you look to your right, you can see the bird.
Yeah, I would like to cast a spell.
All right, which spell?
Ice Knife.
Ice
Banger.
knife in my little eye.
The best spell in the game.
Nice ice knife.
And I'm going to.
I remember Max way back in like our first campaign playing
missed.
using ice
Nice
knife.
knife.
Nice knife.
I'm assuming a 12 misses.
Yeah, 12 will miss. But what's that dexterity save for? Is that like
The
like if it
explosion.
hits? Okay, so but that explosion only happens if it hits.
No, it happens either way. Then they
Okay. Okay, he's going to make a dexterity save then. He fails the dexterity save.
takes 9 damage. 4 piercing and 5 cold.
How do you want to how do you want to kill this thing? What's the blow like? Describe it.
Violently shaking, crying, pissing, shitting, and vomiting. Kane just kind of grapples onto the ship and drags himself along a little bit. And he's just gonna look at the vomit on the kind of just clumped in the fur on his chest, grab it and just freeze it with a bunch of arcane energy, and just in the most angrily hateful way, just hurl it, not even at the bird, but have it land adjacent near it and explode and have all of the shards just straight up just pepper through it, just vomit ice shrapnel everywhere.
All right. And the bird sort of like starts to like fall apart. Asgadin, you can still feel something tugging at the end of the rope that you're pulling in. You sort of keep reeling it in and reeling it in and reeling it in.
And
Until-
the rope stays taut? Like as it's out?
N-
Like
it's
still
not-
connected?
Yeah, like something is pulling, like is
Huh.
being pulled up by this. You see, as you peer over the edge, Feldspar, Vinicio, and Kane, you see that there's sort of a glass object, ruby red in its shape as well. I mean, its color. It's sort of glowing, a translucent, arcane mist outside of it. It gets pulled up and it sits there as the harpoon fully pulls it up to the edge of the ship, and it lies there next to you guys. Just sort of a heart of glass, if you will.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right. Well, I'm gonna like scoop that up in like some cloth or rag or
Yeah,
something.
it's got some sludge on it.
Yeah, I don't want to touch it. But I do want to like get it inside or get us wherever we're recuperating. I want to cast Identify on it.
Right. The captain comes up above deck and is like, "Is it gone?"
Oh, yeah, thanks for the help. It's gone.
Oh, thank God. And then he sort of, "I'll be right back." He runs downstairs. You can hear him talking with the crew a little bit. He comes back up with like a chest. He puts the chest down at the bottom of the mast and opens it up. Heavy sounding thud. There is gold in this chest. There's rations in this chest, and there's a few adventuring gear stuff items in this chest, alongside a dagger that looks like it's sort of jagged and curved in a way. And finally, he pulls out. He says, I've been talking with my ship. This was something we were supposed to split up after the cargo. Well, you see, we sort of stole it from somebody else. We've been laying low for a while, but we want you to have it. Nobody can trace it back to us. Nobody can trace it back to the people we got it from. If they try, then you can just tell them to come for us and we'll explain everything. But either way, you saved our lives. We want you to have this chest full of items. And even further beyond that, he reaches into his pocket and he grabs a golden coin. Less of like an actual doubloon and more of like a token that you would find at like a Chuck E. Cheese restaurant. He flips it up to you. He sort of like bling to you, Feldspar. He says, "You need a ride anytime. You come let us know."
Well, thank you. Hopefully next time it'll be a little bit of a less eventful journey.
Yeah, sorry about that. And then day begins to break through the clouds. You can see a light. And in the distance of the ship, you see 6 bright green roofed towers, each one more beautiful than the last. This, my friends, welcome to the city or so. Vinicio, you see your home in the distance as well. The bright green roof that you once called home, a large tower that your brother lives in, one of the main 6 in the city, each one representing a guild of its last. And you sort of feel an apprehension that you weren't feeling before you departed on this journey. So you're not happy, or as happy as you thought you would be returning home. And we'll end the session there.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I can see my house from here.
I could, yeah, you got the I could see my house.
Yeah, I was like, he set him up for that one. Ben, that was dope.
That was scary.
Yeah, I wanted to homebrew a monster. I wanted to see how it
Yeah,
worked.
I was thinking, like, all right, it's got to be almost dead. We've been waiting on this thing, like, and now it's bloody.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right. Kane, who is taking Dramamine for his motion sickness on airships, is now retching in the air off the airship, vomiting.
So bad for Kane.
No, that was good combat. That went every way I wanted it to.
I think Stinking Cloud's kind of goated. But I'm
sure Kane would agree.
Yeah.
Stinking Cloud
goated. That long.
Remember when it did the corn cob?
That's right. Yeah. I forgot Corn Cob just was totally defective the entire time.
Until the end when he was like, "All right, you fucker, let's do this."
Wow. Wait, do you want to post the items in chat?
Yeah. I have
split the loot.
Yeah. I'm gonna compile a larger list of it. Some of it I made up on the fly there. That I have some gold values for you, and I'm just gonna put them in a document and send it in sometime soon. But I'll do that before the next session.
All right, I have to go. I have work at 6.
Yeah, sorry to keep you guys so long, Alex. I hope you feel better.
Alex, I hope you feel better.
Alex.
Night, everyone.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for playing. Thank you for playing.
Oh, it was still a fun session for sure.
Yeah. So technically, you guys fought a rock tonight because it was sort of like a.
Is that what it was? It was a reskinned rock.
It was a reskinned rock.
Oh man, that was tough.
Even I know that.